Hi Moglets! Today we're going to be raising Razor. Thought now is as good a time as any, as he is currently part of the current Wish banner, and also I have been wanting to raise him. Razor was like the OG 4-star main DPS, rivaled even some of the OG 5-star main DPSs like Diluc and Kaching, and I want to see if his status holds up. Obviously by now there are some that outclass him like Eula as the physical, but it's a 5-star, you know? What if you don't have Eula? I actually do have a good amount of experience with Razor since I was playing with him a lot on Bones' account. By the way guys, it's my birthday today. But yeah, we're gonna be raising him today. Looking forward to it, actually. Before we get started with that, I'd like to thank today's video sponsor, Ni no Kuni Crossworlds. Ni no Kuni Crossworlds is a vast open world RPG from Netmarble that will soon be launching globally on PC and mobile. Regardless of which platform you choose to play on, it is cross-play, which means you can play with other PC players if you're on mobile and vice versa. Based on the Ni no Kuni universe developed by Level 5 and Studio Ghibli, the game offers players the chance to live in a Studio Ghibli-styled environment, adventuring through a lush, beautiful anime-inspired world as one of 5 character classes. Personally, I really love the aesthetic they're going for. I am a huge fan of open world games in general. I am most definitely going to give it a try when it comes out. It looks like it has a ton of potential. As of now, pre-registration is open, so make sure you go down in the description, check that out, so you get notified when it actually does launch. The soundtrack is going to include select tracks by the legendary Joe Hisaishi, who has made tons of music for Studio Ghibli, so you know that's going to slap. I think this has the potential to be a massive release, and I'm actually really looking forward to giving it a try. But yeah, again, links will be in the description down below, so make sure to check it out. So as you can see, I have been kind of slowly raising him. He is at level 50 already, so again, there shouldn't be too much to do. We have a ton of these like electro things as well, because I was just kind of farming the electro boss when I didn't know what else to do, because we had Razor, we had Fischl, we have Lisa, lots of electros still to raise. I did say I was going to stop at 70 for raising modes, but I'm not sure, like when it comes to main DPSs, they kind of really want those extra stats. So I don't think it'd be very fair if we stopped at 70. Oh, well, I was discussing that, but he is literally already with his 5th star there, so may as well at this point. Not really used to starting at a character with 50, so I was just rambling along there and boom, he's already 80. I do want to go over his talents. Thankfully, they're pretty simple. Razor is not a super complex character. His basic attack is, as you'd expect, pretty basic for a greatsword user. His E skill essentially does a little electro attack and is pretty good for orb generation as well. It does have a press and hold. Pressing it is just a small little electro attack, but it will also give him an electro sigil. Each one of these increases his energy recharge by 20%. And he can have up to 3 of these, so 60% energy recharge when he has all 3. When you hold it, it's a much bigger electro attack, and he uses all of these sigils to just gain straight up energy. 5 per sigil, so up to 15 energy. His burst is a little pricey at 80, so it's good he has some form of energy generation within his kit. Then we have his burst. It's basically just a pretty big buff for him, increasing his attack speed by quite a lot, and he'll be dealing electro damage alongside physical damage. Although we will be building him physical, I have heard there are some merits to electro. I don't really see that potential, honestly. I think he's best suited for physical. I did also want to try a Pyro Razor. I can imagine that would be actually really amazing. Using him basically just when he has his burst as like a burst DPS. My C6 Benny, Singcho, I think that'd be actually really interesting. We might do that for the God mode. His E skill, Claw and Thunder, has its cooldown reduced by 18%, and when using his burst, Claw and Thunder has the cooldown reset. And then Hunger increases his energy recharge by another 30% when he's below 50%. His Constellations, kind of in the same vein. Damage bump when he picks up an elemental orb, 10% bonus crit rate when attacking opponents under 30% HP, defense reduction when you're hitting an opponent with his skill. His C6 is a little bit more complicated. Basically, every 10 seconds, he'll get a little charge to his sword, and when he attacks, that'll be an extra electro hit, and he'll get an electro sigil. So let's go ahead and build him. I do have a decent Pale Flame set, which is usually on Eula, but apparently not right now. Typical main DPS stats, attack, crit rate, crit damage as priority. Since this is supposed to be just the raising mode, we're gonna stick with the 4-star sword. Black Cliff Slasher, it is a decently free to play sword. Every other rotation it's in here for 24 of these. Just a matter of saving up your primos, summoning, and getting some of these. Some would suggest purely saving up for like the characters or constellations for your 4 stars that you like. And I definitely don't disagree with that, but it is here available. So if you have some extras, you can pick it up. Serpent Spine is another really good one for Razor, but that is a battle pass weapon, so definitely impossible for free to play. So yeah, Black Cliff. Sounds good to me. Build is pretty much done. So the only thing left to do now is raise his talents a little bit. I did check and his books are open today in case we need some more. So we do want to get his basic up to 6. There we go. Then of course we'd be focusing on burst. But yeah, we're already out of books. We'll farm those real quick. All right, let's see if 5 condensed resin was enough. We no longer need the smallest book, so we can go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and grab Eula in there and get our 1 bonus. I messed up. I made the gold ones, which, yeah, we need the silver ones still. Well, back to the domain we go. Be right back. All right, hopefully that is enough as we are all out of condensed and resin. Remember, Moga, all you need is the silvers, and Singcho is actually going insane right now. He gave us like an additional 3 silvers just from those small amount. Main priority is getting this up to 9. Claw and Thunder, unfortunately, doesn't look like we'll be able to go super high with it. Hope maybe 7. 7 might work. Yeah, all right. That's where we're gonna have to leave it for now. To compensate, we will get his normal and burst up a couple extra levels since we accidentally made the gold ones. I think he's pretty good for a raised Razor. 1500 attack. I guess it's all right. 64 crit rate, 175 crit damage. That looks pretty good. Not a ton of energy recharge, but it does have a 105 physical damage bonus. Razor also gets physical damage from Sinshin, I believe. Yep, and he'll get another 7.5%, I suppose, once I send him to 90. But also Pale Flame will be doing a lot. He has a very short cooldown on Claw and Thunder, 6 seconds, but that does get reduced by his Awakening, as well as when using his burst, so should be able to get the 2 stacks pretty frequently. So, Razor team. The most important thing is having someone that can apply Cryo consistently. My go-to is always Chi-Chi for this, although there are probably other characters in the meantime. It's just so easy to use though, like Chi-Chi E, and then boom, it hits pretty frequently and it lasts a long time. Chi-Chi with Sacrificial Sword and you basically don't need anything else. Yeah, I'm really not seeing any that can apply it consistently off-field. Like, most of them can do it consistently off-field with their burst, but that's not really what I'm looking for. I don't want to have their burst ready. So, at least for now, I'm gonna stick with Chi-Chi. Dang, I don't even know. Like, I would throw Benny in there, but he's C6. And yeah, again, I do want to try Pyro Razor, but not now. Now I would just want to try a normal physical Razor. Zhongli, for his physical resistance decrease, I would actually consider it. I know I use Zhongli in everything, but he is so versatile. I don't think I would need Shogun really, but it would be very consistent super conducts with her in there. And some off-field damage wouldn't be bad. And we would also have Electro Resonance. I know this now isn't much of a free-to-play team, but you could swap out Shogun with Fischl. That would be more or less the same thing. Yunjin might not be bad either, since Razor is basically only doing normal attacks. Sadly, mine is 1 step away from C6, and I think that would be the thing that would help Razor the most. Also, of course, Eula. But nah, she's not in this banner. She might have been in the last one, but whatever. We need 1 more Yunjin. So yeah, I think for now we're just gonna keep it simple with Zhongli. Chi-Chi has her level 1 Sacrificial Sword. It'll be fine, I guess. So what are we gonna go try? Well, let's go ahead and start with our dailies, I suppose. Just gonna start with the little Chi-Chi thing, a Razor E. Start attacking them. This should be super conducted now. That's actually some pretty solid damage for like not having anything else just besides the super conduct. Yeah, seeing some nearly 10Ks there. Let's go ahead and go into burst. Boom. Yeah, they're all kind of just dying too fast. That's how it is with dailies. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of other damage besides just the physical as well going on. 13K there from his last hit. Definitely not bad at all. Try another burst. Yeah, just obliterated that big Hilichurl there. Unfortunately, we have something in our way. Yeah, to be honest, I always really liked Razor as a main DPS. He's just so simple, but fun as well. But yeah, of course, his big damage does come from burst. That's when he starts attacking really fast, and there's all this stuff going on all the time. A lot of the electro numbers are kind of covering up the physical, but yeah. Been a while since we beat up Child, so let's go ahead and do that. Everything should be more or less set up. Let's go ahead. I mean, maybe I forgot to get Zhongli shield, or he just went through it too fast, but Razor did go through his HP bar pretty fast. Let's go ahead and try that again here. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely seeing some pretty decent numbers, not many that are breaking 10K there, but combined with his electro damage and increased attack speed, He's definitely doing a good amount. Really looking forward to the God mode, honestly, trying him as a pyro. I think that'd actually be not even like a meme, but I think that'd be actually really nice. Oh yeah, there was a 13k in burst mode. But yeah, I mean, he's really consistent. Like, you're never gonna see any insanely massive numbers you can take a screenshot of, but his damage is nice, it's solid. Again, consistent. Obviously would be much more impressive if I could use Binny, but yeah, that doesn't really work. I don't really think Shogun is doing enough since I'm never swapping out to her to do her like burst or whatever. So I'm thinking about trying Mona. You know, she has that omen damage that might be pretty good as well. Good old Masanori trial run here. All right, let's go ahead and give this a try, I suppose. Burst. Don't block. Oh my God, why is he always like this? 17k, that's actually the highest we've seen so far. Mona, definitely contender here. Yeah, unfortunately, Mona probably needs some energy recharge. She might not even be built right now, to be honest. So yeah, no Mona this time. She obviously does help quite a lot. No way we could have gotten that 17k without her, I suppose. But yeah, you know, guess that'll pretty much do it. If you have every character in the game, and of course like Eula or whatever, he's probably not really worth raising. I'd say he's definitely still a solid main DPS. It really depends on like how you like to play. I really like him for his simplicity and just, well, I guess you kind of also need Chi-Chi, but she is one of the OG 5 stars and in the standard banner and all that, so not too difficult to get. Of course, versus like bosses or single enemies like Masanori, you don't need someone like Chi-Chi. You can of course like throw a Kea E or whatever and superconduct just Masanori, and that'll last long enough to cycle back to Kea and do it again. Just in places like Abyss where there are gonna be lots of little enemies around, in most cases, it's better to have someone who can consistently apply cryo to get the superconducts to multiple enemies. But yeah, make sure to tell me what you think about this OG DPS Razor in the comments down below. Leaving a like or subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.